Okay guys, I am trying to fix my car. I got a starter I'm trying to remove out of my car. I think it's problem number one out of 3 or 4 different problems with this car, but I'm just trying to get it started enough, like running well enough for it to take care of me for like a week so I can get the rest of the money together to fix the rest of the problems. So without the starter I can't turn it on. This had like a little gadget right here that kind of let it have some give right to left and up and down. And because in the video a guy was using a ratchet with some give. Obviously this one broke. You can see it twisted. So this is kind of too small, and the bolt is on there really tight. I did spray it with some WD-40. I don't have anything stronger than that, but I'll give it another spray just for my next time around. Other problem is I think this needs to be longer. So my solution is I have another ratchet with a socket, like a 10 millimeter on there, and it slips right over and it makes that longer. Of course it's on there pretty loose, but at least it acts like a bar to make this longer, and I can extend it. Another problem is getting it on the top of the starter. There's this is a 13 millimeter. It's just held on there by 2 bolts. So I got 2 13s, top and bottom, to get off, and then I think a 10 millimeter, and that's the whole problem. Then I clean the connections, I stick the new starter on, and bam, I think I'm on the road. So, but I don't think I could do this by myself. I get in these situations all the time, and I can't do it by myself. Tried to get the window done and smashed my whole window. So yeah, now I have no window wipers. So I just want to pay a mechanic. I want to get to work, pay a mechanic, and I'm just not a mechanic. And I knew that watching the video. This is like day 3, day 4, and I don't want to sit here for a whole month wondering, how to fix this thing. So if anybody wants to call and help, let me know. You got my number, 619-636-6216. Certainly could use a friend that is mechanical at my house, 2138. I'll give you the rest of the address. Just give me a call. And, or text me. But it's just 2 bolts, 3 bolts maybe, and tight spaces. And I wish it wasn't under my car. A lot of the videos are on top of the car. I can even send you the video to watch, and you can see if you can even do it or not. But I'm just making a video just in case I need to show somebody, one of my buddies from my Bible group, or people that I just know in my circle of friends. That's the bolt. That's the top bolt of the starter. So this is a brand new starter. This is what I need to. I do have the part. I need to loosen that bolt. Those are 13s, and this is a 10. Clean off the connection here. So it's probably gacked up with who knows what. I just need a rag and some cleaner. I do have that. And then once that's all cleaned out, or sandpaper or whatever, if I can find some. The garage I have is my landlord's, and it's just a total disaster, like a tornado hit it. So, I mean, just to find a 13 mil took me like 2 hours. But I finally found one. And so I'm dedicated to fixing my problem today. I'm going to watch the Super Bowl, of course. But afterwards, I want to, start sharing this on my socials, try to see if I can get a friend to come over here and problem solve with me and get this on the road. Let me show you the video down there. You can see the top bolt. I did disconnect a few things. This thing, that's disconnected. I don't know what this is, but disconnected. And then this has like a little holder right there, and disconnected that just to access this area, which is no problem. And then the videos on YouTube is accessing the starter from the top of the engine, so not really getting underneath there, even though I did jack it up and it's ready to go. They're saying it's unnecessary and that I can access that bolt right there, bam. And all I need to do is loosen that, and that's a 13 millimeter. I don't know what kind of tools you have in your garage, but the ones I have are very limited. This is all I have to work with, and I'm just kind of failing at this. And so, having tried myself, I just want to reach out and see if I can get somebody to come over here. you know, and I'll do whatever it takes, you know. Like I have steaks, I can grill. It will involve a good meal, you know. I can steak and potato, but some type of good meal, you know, just to get you over here. But I do need help. Once I get the starter on, somehow, probably not me, someone's definitely going to have to help me. I can't figure out where the second bolt is. I went underneath the car and I was feeling around, and it's opposite of this. Obviously, it's, you know, it's you know, this far away. So using this as a reference, that's exactly, you know, from here somewhere down over here, straight across. But I just can't figure it out. I was underneath the car, couldn't see it, couldn't feel it with my fingers. I'm gonna try again. Try to figure this out while I have daylight. But I just need that starter off, and then I'll put this bad baby on. And then the second thing is these need to be the injectors. I just want to take all four off and maybe clean them up and then stick them back in. But I think they're clogged, and so I just want to look in the hole and you know, maybe even spray into them, clean them off. There is a really cheap, like $10 cleaner thing where you hook it up to the battery, and you know, there's a video for it. I can show you that too. I have that saved on my YouTube. But you make this little contraption and buy a can of fluid cleaner, like mass airflow cleaner or whatever, something similar to that, and you make this, you know, it's like a little kit, this plastic tube, and you know, these injectors open up when you add power to them. They say not to use this battery, but as long as it's not long, like a long time, it's fine. In short bursts, it opens up the thing, and you press down on the can, and fluid cleaner goes through the injectors. And you just do it, you know, in bursts. And probably sounds you know, hard to understand with me talking, but I could show you the video. It would make sense. The video is perfectly clear, but you might know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it just sprays fluid through the injectors and clears them out. And you just like tap the wire to the negative and you don't leave it on, you know, it'll burn out the injector, basically, is what they're saying. But a few short bursts and with the fluid going through, and that cleans that out. But I don't mind if I just fix the starter. I think I'm good to go. And it'll just run shitty with the fuel injectors clogged. It's just I have to pump the brake. I have to pump the gas like a million times, and then it finally, like, it stutters, and it finally starts. And then once it starts, I can go to work. I'll just add oil every day and go to work. Probably low on oil because now that I see that boot, there's probably oil all over the freeway. You know what I mean? So it was on low when I checked it. It wasn't on like super low, just low. So I added 1 quart already. So it's not that low. It's not leaking that much. Maybe just a quart here and there. So I don't mind starting it shitty. I just needed to start. And then once I have it on, I can go to work for a week like the way it is. And if I could go to work for a week, I can gather $1,000 together. And with $1,000, I can pay my mechanic to fix almost everything on this car that's broken. And then I can get down the road. You know what I mean? But if I don't do that, if I'm not on the hustle, then and don't line up a friend to help me out, then I'm screwed. I'm a sitting duck, and I'm just going to sit here for an entire month freaking out, you know. You know, begging anybody and everybody, one person to come over here. So anybody that seems inclined to put on a starter, here I am. Just text me, hey, you know, I'll help you out. This is my free day. I'll come over and maybe help you out. But this is the only tool that I got. It's a 13 millimeter. It's for those 2 bolts. There's a 10 millimeter. I do have a 10 mil right there. I have a socket for that. And this will probably, you know, I don't know where's the 10 mil is on this. Maybe way in there on this side or this side. I think I can't even see like what direction. I think it's mounted on like this. So if that's the case, then that bolt is, you know, once I get this loosened, I think it'll hang, and then I can access this real easy. Let me get this over here. Yeah, once I get those two off, then it'll just hang, and I can get to that part. This goes to all the electrical. So, yeah, I'll continue to mess with this, but God, I'm like sitting here by myself. I wish I had a brother or a dad, but they're dead, you know what I mean? So, if you want to fill in, help a brother out, give me a call, 619-636-6216. Definitely on my hands and knees on this one. The videos, man, if I could just show you the video, I can beam that to you real quick. They're on YouTube. They look easy, 1, 2, boom. You can take note of the tools that they have versus the one I got, But this is literally the only 13 mil solution I got. Is a little tiny wrench with a quarter drive on there, quarter-inch drive. Kind of tiny, but I'm using this to extend it. You know what I mean? To make it longer and torque on it. But one video, there's like 10 videos on YouTube, and one video said he had to get a torque bar to get it off. But anyway, I'm going to spray that bolt, that top bolt that goes right here, one more time. The top bolt, the 13 mil, and give it some time, and then torque on it a little bit more with this wrench. See if I can get it loose. If I can just get that nut loose, I can get it finger loose, then or even, just use the socket and get it loose. Then I can get the bolt off the rest of the way. Then, maybe I'll measure this and then figure out, use something as reference. Figure out where the other lower bolt is, get that one off somehow.